My dear compatriots, in these critical moments for our nation, I address you with the seriousness and solemnity that the situation demands. The east of our country, in particular the provinces of North Kivu, South Kivu, and Ituri, faces an unprecedented worsening of the security situation. The Rwanda Defense Forces, supporting their M23 puppet, continue their terrorist acts on our land, sowing fear and desolation among our people. I share with you the pain and outrage in the face of these barbaric attacks. These acts are not just an attack on the Republic, but an affront to the history and dignity of our people. In these tough times, I urge you to resilience and especially to resistance. In light of this, allow me to reassure you. A vigorous and coordinated response against these terrorists and their sponsors is underway. Our valiant armed forces of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, symbols of courage and patriotism, are fully mobilized and ready to defend every inch of our territory. I have personally convened and chaired crisis meetings with a small government team, the High Military Command, as well as an interagency meeting, to assess recent developments in the situation and to consider options to repel the aggressors and recapture every part of our territory. To this end, on January 28th, I appointed Major General Evariste Somo Kakule as the military governor of North Kivu to enhance the coordination of military operations and restore state authority. Meanwhile, we have taken significant diplomatic steps, particularly within the United Nations Security Council, as well as within the Rwanda peace process, to which we remain fully committed despite the obstacles. We prioritize the path of dialogue, but always with clarity, while remaining firmly determined to defend our territory and sovereignty by all necessary means. But this fight is not only for the FRDC. It's a fight for all people. The fight of our Congolese identity, to pass on to future generations a prosperous and peaceful country. To all our compatriots, in every province, every city, every territory and every village, including those of the diaspora, without distinction of ethnic or political affiliation, let's unite our efforts. Let us provide unwavering moral and material support to our valiant soldiers. Let us mobilize as one to defend our sovereignty and preserve our territorial integrity. I am fully aware of the suffering of our compatriots fleeing hostilities. The government is instructed to activate the humanitarian emergency plan to assist the displaced. To you, residents of Goma and surroundings, I deeply feel your pain, which is also mine. It runs through our hearts and souls as sons and daughters of the same country. But in the face of this ordeal, I urge you to draw from this inner strength that marks the greatness of the Congolese people. Resist with courage. Be constantly vigilant and keep calm despite adversity. Be assured that we have not remained inactive. Contingency plans are prepared to ensure the protection of the civilian population and prevent any escalation of violence. Security measures have been reinforced to protect strategic areas, and we are working tirelessly to ensure the functioning of essential services. I want to solemnly honor all those who paid the ultimate price in this struggle for our dignity and sovereignty. I hold a pious thought for Major General Peter Sirimoami, military governor of North Kivu, who fell with weapons in hand. I bow respectfully before the memory of all our soldiers and all the Wazalendo who fell in the field of honor. I also think of the soldiers of the Southern African Development Community Mission, SAMI, who fight alongside us, to the MONUSCO blue helmets who sacrificed their lives for peace, as well as the countless civilians who were victims of enemy barbarism. Their courage and sacrifice will never be forgotten. Carry their torch with the firm determination to complete their noble fight. I would like to directly address the international community and the African Union here. Rwanda continues to openly and shamelessly violate the fundamental principles of the United Nations Charter, as well as regional agreements. Worse, these actions take place with complete impunity, and this with a blatant disregard for international rules and the values that these institutions are supposed to defend. This arrogant attitude, which no longer even tries to hide these crimes, is an unacceptable provocation regarding our sovereignty and regional stability. The presence of thousands of Rwandan soldiers on our soil, their political, logistical, and military support to their M23 puppet, as well as their involvement in the illegal exploitation of our natural resources, lead us straight to an escalation with unpredictable consequences, endangering the entire Great Lakes region. Your silence and inaction in the face of the Kigali regime's barbarity and the atrocities committed by these auxiliaries on our territory is not only an affront to the Democratic Republic of the Congo, but also to universal values of justice and peace. The Congolese people take note of this passivity that borders on complicity. Be sure of one thing. The Democratic Republic of the Congo will not allow itself to be humiliated nor crushed. We will fight and we will triumph. Congolese men and women, the situation is certainly serious, but our determination is even more unshakable. This critical moment gives us the opportunity to show the world what makes us strong. That is, our unity, without which all our efforts would be in vain. I urge you to be vigilant, but not to give in to hatred, divisions, or violence. I strongly condemn the acts of vandalism and looting that targeted some diplomatic missions accredited in the Democratic Republic of Congo, as well as private interests in the city of Kinshasa. These irresponsible behaviors distort the healthy expression of our anger at the barbaric aggression imposed on us, and cast a shadow on the peaceful demonstrations in support of our valiant armed forces who fight with courage and selflessness to defend our sovereignty. Our commitment must remain firm and disciplined. We will win this war through our unity, our courage, and our sense of responsibility, not through blind violence and anarchy. This victory will only be possible if every Congolese, wherever they are, fully understands the fight that is ours. I therefore call the entire nation, men and women, young and old, political actors, economic operators, members of civil society, religious denominations, artists and athletes to mobilize, to stand united behind our valiant armed forces, and for each to contribute at their level to the war effort. I have instructed the government to implement strict measures to reduce the expenses of institutions and their leaders, so that the resources saved can be directly redirected to support our armed forces. In this national effort, I also call on the private sector's responsibility. Everyone is invited to actively contribute to this common cause. Our soldiers fight heroically for the defense of our territorial integrity and sovereignty. They need our full support, be it moral, material, or logistical. To the Congolese youth, pillar and hope of our nation, I urge you to respond massively to the call of the homeland. The time has come to stand up, putting your energy and creativity in the service of the nation. We must strengthen our ranks, and every young Congolese ready to defend their country has a place within our armed forces. Enlist massively in the army. You are the spearhead of our project, and your mobilization is crucial for the final victory. To the brave populations of North Kivu, South Kivu, and Ituri, you are the symbol of Congolese resilience, a source of inspiration for the entire nation. You are not alone in this ordeal. The entire Republic stands beside you, united in hope and struggle. Together, we will face and overcome this ordeal with our valiant armed forces and the brave Wasalendo patriots, true sentinels of national sovereignty. I offer a heartfelt tribute and express to you, on behalf of the entire Republic, our infinite gratitude and unwavering pride. Your bravery, your discipline and unwavering commitment inspire and mobilize an entire nation determined to defend its territory. Know it, the Republic will never abandon you. Your fight is ours, and your sacrifices will never be forgotten. You embody the honor of the Congolese nation. To all my compatriots here and in the diaspora, the Democratic Republic of Congo will not bow. The Democratic Republic of Congo will not retreat. I will never abandon you. I swear it here. The sun has not stopped shining on our homeland. Together, hand in hand, we will overcome this storm and usher in a new era of peace and prosperity for future generations. May God bless the Democratic Republic of the Congo and its people. Thank you.